Hi, tonight we're going to talk about the power of unconscious mind. Our mind has three levels: the conscious mind, the subconscious, and the unconscious mind. A good model is that our mind is like an iceberg, with the conscious mind being 10% above water, while the subconscious and unconscious are 90% underwater. Our conscious mind contains our ego or willpower, logical thinking, and critical thinking, while the other two below water contain our beliefs, emotions, habits, values, imagination, and intuition. Our conscious mind is aware of our reality in the world around us when we are awake. Our subconscious mind is a bank of knowledge or information that we are thinking about, but can extract into awareness with conscious effort. A good example is our breathing, which is automatic, a subconscious behavior, but when we concentrate on our breath, we can slow it down and control it. The unconscious mind can't be approached with the conscious mind because it is beyond everyday awareness. As an example, it contains thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are repressed, or trauma that affects our behavior without us being aware of it. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Jung also said, "The conscious mind allows itself to be trained like a parrot, but the unconscious does not, which is why St. Augustine thanked God for not making him responsible for his dreams." Bruce Lipton said, Dr. Bruce Lipton, "Our thoughts are mainly controlled by our subconscious, which is largely formed before the age of 6, and you cannot change the subconscious mind by just thinking about it. That's why the power of positive thinking will not work for most people. The subconscious mind is like a tape player. Until you change the tape, it will not change." We can change the tape by releasing the ego's control and perspective on our life and choose our higher self to replace it. The ego likes to complain, gossip, and make excuses, so it is always searching for things to be upset about. But if we make it easier to find opportunities to be happy, love, and things to be grateful for, it will be easier to find those things in the world. And then we have changed the tape. The deeper we go in the mind, the more we become aware of our capacity and strength, which is in the subconscious mind. Our ego does not permit us to accept our subconscious mind that is responsive to suggestion and controls the functions and conditions of the body. It can heal because it can restore balance, the balance needed because it knows more than the conscious mind about our body processes. The placebo effect is scientific evidence that we can heal ourselves. Therefore, with positive repetition, intensity, and a deep state of mind, we set out and nourish what will become our reality. Hippocrates said, "Before you heal someone, ask him if he is or she is willing to give up the things that made him sick or her." The Dalai Lama says, "If you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito in the room." Carl Jung said, "The unconscious mind of man sees correctly even when conscious mind is blind and impotent." To unlock the power of our unconscious mind, we need to understand the subconscious and our unconsciousness. They are what urges, powers, and propels us in a certain direction. We are not aware of what they drive us to do, but with better understanding, we can unleash our hidden potential. All our thoughts, feelings, and actions are motivated by intention. So we are in charge of our conduct and intentions. For every action, there is a reaction. So we take part in the reaction or fruit of our actions, good or bad. Therefore, it is wise to become aware of the aspirations and intent that motivates our actions, so we can choose a good purpose that brings us hope and not more pain. The universe generates, produces, and brings into existence what our minds design with our intentions. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." An African proverb says, "The sheep will spend its entire life fearing the wolf, only to be eaten by the shepherd." Our mind is always seeking evidence and verification that what we believe is true. Therefore, if our beliefs are obstructive and pessimistic, then our mind works to validate those negative thoughts. So we need to be mindful of our thoughts, because the same goes with positive thoughts. The mind will search to ratify them. This tells us we program our minds with our thoughts and can reprogram them with positive intentions, thoughts, and actions. According to Dr. Lipton and his field of epigenetics, our genes and mind are responsive to the power of our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. This means the universe and our genes are not pushing and controlling us, but responding to the environment we create. When we project out into the universe, what we project out into the universe is like a boomerang and will come back to us like an echo. We need to be mindful even of the advice we give others, because it could be an unconscious message to ourselves. Changing our thinking patterns effectively changes the results, so we can enjoy the perfect balance we attract. Thich Nhat Hanh said, "People have a hard time letting go of their suffering out of fear of the unknown. They prefer suffering that is familiar." Osho said, "A man is absolutely free only when there is no identity left." You are neither a Christian nor a Hindu, nor a Mohammedan. You are neither an Indian nor Japanese nor German. You are neither a man nor a woman. You are just a pure consciousness, and that consciousness is eternal. We are not the iceberg with 10% above water being conscious and 90% underwater unconscious. We are the observer of the whole iceberg, all three minds on the other side of the looking glass. To get to the other side, we have to hack our mind by giving up control and the call for certainty that manipulates us and keeps us from being free. The iceberg is not going to melt, and everything always works out better when our mind is not in control. When we are mindful, the universe acts like a mirror and sends us signs that we are on the right path or not. We need the freedom to be exactly as we are meant to be. Everything we desire is within us. So we need it to flow through the three consciousnesses and merge with the pure consciousness that controls everything. We can't control the music that plays in our life, but we can adapt and determine how to dance to it. Thich Nhat Hanh said, "In our consciousness, there are many negative seeds and many positive seeds. The practice is to avoid watering the negative seeds and to identify and water the positive seeds every day." Thank you.